The internet loves a scandal, but no one saw this one coming. Vanessa Bryant, the widow of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, suddenly found herself at the center of a rumor so explosive it nearly broke social media. In early June 2025, whispers began to spread. Vanessa was not only dating Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown, but she was pregnant with his child. What started as a quiet murmur became a deafening roar within days, with millions convinced they'd uncovered the celebrity romance of the year. But behind the smoke and flashing headlines, there was no fire. The truth was far messier and far more revealing than anyone imagined.
It didn't matter that there were no real photos of them together. It didn't matter that there was no credible source. Social media had already decided the story was true, and the evidence was everywhere. Carefully edited photo collages, dramatic TikTok videos, and whispered insider claims painted a picture of late-night dinners, private getaways, and even family outings where Jaylen was supposedly stepping into a father figure role. Hashtags like #Vanessa and Jaylen exploded across the globe, fueling debates not just about celebrity romance, but about grief, moving on, and how long a widow should wait before finding love again.
To the casual scroller, it was a juicy love story. But for Vanessa, it was an all-too-familiar nightmare, a private life twisted into public spectacle. And while this particular rumor was nothing more than smoke and mirrors, what the world didn't know was that she had been fighting real battles behind the scenes. Battles that didn't just involve her public image, but her own family. Battles that would test her loyalty, shatter trust, and force her to defend Kobe and Gianna's legacy from threats far closer to home than the gossip blogs.
It didn't begin with paparazzi photos. It began with a single innocent Facebook post, a snapshot of Vanessa looking a little fuller in the midsection. From there, the internet's rumor mill went into overdrive. Fan-made collages began popping up on Instagram and TikTok, blending separate images of Vanessa and Jaylen taken at different events, but edited so seamlessly they looked like they were sharing the same moment, the same smile, the same space. Videos claimed to have insider details, romantic dinners in Los Angeles, secret getaways, and even a Disneyland trip where Jaylen supposedly stepped into a father figure role for Vanessa's daughters. None of it was real, but it didn't matter. The narrative was too juicy to question.
This wasn't just gossip. It touched on deeper, more sensitive issues. People began debating how long a widow should mourn before moving on. Some fans celebrated the idea of Vanessa finding happiness again, while others were scandalized. Jaylen, freshly single after ending his relationship with a WNBA player, fit the perfect young baller headline. Hashtags like Vanessa and Jaylen and #MambaLove trended worldwide, with self-appointed internet detectives analyzing every public appearance Vanessa made, zooming in on outfits, camera angles, and hand placements to search for a baby bump. The obsession grew so intense that even offshore betting sites were allegedly taking wagers on whether Vanessa was actually pregnant.
After days of silence, Vanessa decided she'd had enough. On June 8th, she addressed the rumors head-on with a single post. She was enjoying her summer and not pregnant. She paired her denial with Rihanna memes, making it clear she wasn't about to let the internet's fantasy dictate her reality. In just one sentence and a little humor, she shut down a story that had been building for weeks. But while the romance scandal was fake, the betrayal Vanessa had been dealing with behind the scenes was very, very real.
Kobe and her daughter Gianna in the tragic 2020 helicopter crash, Vanessa faced a stunning betrayal from her own mother, Sophia Lane. In December 2020, Sophia sued her for $5 million, claiming she had worked as an unpaid nanny and personal assistant for 18 years. The accusations didn't come quietly either. Months earlier, Sophia had gone on national television, crying on Univision as she alleged Vanessa had evicted her from a Bryant-owned home and taken back a family car. It was a public family war, but Vanessa's response was swift and scathing. She revealed that her mother hadn't been there emotionally or physically since Kobe and Gianna's deaths. and accused her of exploiting her grief for money. As the lawsuit with her mother raged on, Vanessa was also fighting a separate, devastating legal battle, this time against Los Angeles County. First responders had taken and shared graphic photos of the crash site, including images of Kobe and Gianna. Vanessa testified about the emotional torment of knowing those images could leak at any time. In 2022, she won $16 million, later increased to $28.85 million in a 2023 settlement. In a move that defined her character, Vanessa donated every penny to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, turning her pain into opportunity for young athletes.
By August 2021, Vanessa and her mother reached a confidential settlement, but their relationship never recovered. They remain estranged to this day, with Sophia absent from her granddaughter's lives. It was yet another loss Vanessa had to process, but instead of dwelling on the betrayal, she doubled down on her mission, raising her daughters, protecting Kobe's legacy, and building a future rooted in purpose, not scandal.
Through the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, Vanessa has created programs that bring boys and girls together in training camps, challenge gender inequities in sports, and offer scholarships like the Vanessa Bryant Award. She's kept Kobe's business empire alive through Granity Studios, Nike partnerships, and high-profile tributes like the 2024 Girl Dad statue outside Crypto.com Arena. Every move she makes reinforces both Kobe's legacy and Gianna's dream.
Despite the constant public spotlight, Vanessa's focus remains on her daughters, celebrating Natalia's USC graduation, supporting her modeling career, and nurturing Bianca and Capri's passions. Bianca's basketball training hints at a future in sports, while Capri's playful mimicking of her dad's poses shows that Kobe's spirit is still alive in their home.
Through false headlines, legal betrayals, and unimaginable grief, Vanessa Bryant has become the embodiment of grace under pressure. She has faced the ugliest sides of fame and family politics, yet turned every setback into an opportunity to uplift others. The internet may have been distracted by a fake romance, but her real story is about survival, transformation, and an unshakable commitment to her family's legacy. But what truly sets her apart is not just how she's handled rumors, but how she has endured the real storms, the kind no trending hashtag can ever fully capture. When her own mother turned against her in court, when deputies betrayed her family's privacy with graphic crash site photos, when grief threatened to overwhelm every corner of her life, Vanessa still stood tall. Each battle could have broken her. Instead, she turned pain into fuel, betrayal into motivation, and heartbreak into a platform for change.
Her resilience is not just personal, it is strategic. Every step Vanessa has taken has been calculated to protect her daughters and preserve Kobe and Gianna's legacy. She has built a financial empire estimated at hundreds of millions, yet she's used that power not to indulge herself, but to give back, donating settlements, funding scholarships, and expanding opportunities for underserved athletes. She has reshaped Kobe's brand, ensured that his shoes still dominate basketball culture, and created programs that guarantee Gianna's dream of women's basketball equality will never die.
And yet, even with all her public victories, Vanessa's greatest resilience has been shown in the quiet moments, celebrating Natalia's milestones, encouraging Bianca's growing love for sports, and cherishing Capri's little reminders of her father. These aren't headline-grabbing events, but they show the depth of a woman who has been forced to carry more than most could bear. What makes her story even more remarkable is this. While the world continues to chase rumors about who she might be dating, Vanessa is showing us that her legacy isn't tied to who stands beside her. It's built on what she stands for: strength, loyalty, legacy, and an unshakable will to turn tragedy into triumph. In the end, the Vanessa and Jalen love story was nothing more than a social media fantasy. But the strength Vanessa shows in real life is far more compelling than any viral rumor. She is not just Kobe's widow. She is a mother, a leader, and a builder of legacies. And while the world keeps talking about her, Vanessa Bryant keeps moving forward, writing her own story on her own terms.